Good morning and welcome. My name is Matt Crow. As Associate Professor of History and the presiding officer of the faculty, it is my pleasure to act as faculty marshal for today's commencement. You can please be seated. I'm sorry. There we go. Let me start with a PSA regarding our COVID-19 safety guidelines. We ask that guests remain seated the entirety of the ceremony and that everyone please keep your masks on. We begin this ceremony by acknowledging that we are on the traditional territory of the Onondaga, or the people of the Great Hill. In English, they are known as the Seneca people, the keepers of the Western Door. They are one of the 6 nations of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the world's oldest continual participatory democracy. Please stand for the Director of the Abbe Center for Jewish Life and the Hillel Advisor, Julianne Miller.
In his poem, New Adventures, liturgist Alden Solovey writes, "Every new adventure begins at the end of a trail, seen or unseen, physical, spiritual. The place where going on makes no more sense. The place where one more step would be a betrayal of every lesson learned along the way. Every new adventure begins with a choice to enter the unknown, to explore the wild and the majestic, the sacred and the mundane, to invite new moments of victory and challenge into our days, to invite struggle and triumph to walk beside us. Every new adventure begins with faith in the journey, discovering the faith within us, finding faith in the daily blessings that surround us, guide us, carry us to new vistas, new horizons, new landscapes, wonders beyond imagination." 4 years ago, you stepped onto this quad to begin a new adventure. That journey took twists and turns that none of us could have anticipated. But through it all, you persevered. You faced untold challenges, and you found your way through them. You explored, you learned, you connected, you grew as individuals and as scholars. This morning, we gather again in this same space to mark the end of one adventure and the beginning of the next. As you embark upon the next steps of your journey, remember this: you go forth not as who you were then, but who you are today. You go forth with the warmth of a sunny day on the quad in your heart, the brightness of the sun reflecting on the lake in your eyes. You go forth enriched by all you have learned in books, in classrooms, in conversations, and in the hearts of those you have met along your way. You go forth not alone, but with the love and support of the family you have always had and the family you have created here. It has been a blessing for all of us here to be part of your journey. My deepest hope, my blessing for you, is that your journey, with all of its ups and downs, its twists and turns, will be a source of blessing for you.
Please be seated. Robert Cowles, Professor of Music, will now lead graduating senior members of the college's chorale, assisted by other chorale members, in a performance of "Since First I Saw Your Face" by English Renaissance composer Thomas Ford.
Since first I saw your face, I resolved to honor and renown ye. If now I be disdained, I wish my heart had never known ye. But I that love and you that like shall we begin to wrangle. No, 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 my heart is fast and cannot disentangle. No, 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 my heart is fast and cannot disentangle. The sun, whose beams most glorious are, rejecteth no beholder, and your sweet beauty past compare made my poor eyes the bolder. Where beauty moves and which delights and words of kindness bind me, there, oh there, where'er I go, I leave my heart behind me. There, oh there, where'er I go, I leave my heart behind me. No, 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 my heart is fast and cannot disentangle. There, oh there, where'er I go, I leave my heart behind me.
To preside over today's commencement, please welcome the president of Hobart and William Smith Colleges, Joyce P. Jacobson.
On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and staff, good morning, and welcome to the 196th commencement of Hobart College and the 110th commencement of William Smith College. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being with us to celebrate the remarkable classes of 2021 and the culmination of their achievements at Hobart and William Smith. We are honored to have many esteemed members of the Board of Trustees with us today, including the Chair of the Board, Craig Stein, and the immediate past Chair, Thomas Bizzuto. We thank them and the entire Board for their important leadership. We are also joined on stage today by President Emeritus of the colleges, Mark Gearin. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Mark is here with us today to celebrate this day, which is a particularly special one for the Gearin family. We welcome as well our distinguished guests who we will be recognizing with honorary degrees, including Mary Beer, Christopher Lavin from the Hobart class of 1981, and our commencement speaker and recipient of the Elizabeth Blackwell Award, Dr. Carla Hayden. We are joined by the dedicated faculty and staff of Hobart and William Smith, who have worked with purpose and resilience during a year like no other. I cannot thank you enough for your commitment to our students and our mission. And allow me to welcome in a special way the families of our graduates, those present and the many others who are watching and listening remotely. Today, as we celebrate the educational accomplishments of these talented students, we recognize that for every one of us, our very first teacher was a parent or family member. Parents and families, your care and support have allowed for this joyous occasion as we celebrate together your students' many accomplishments. As much as the colleges have given your child the tools to lead a life of consequence, so too has your child changed the colleges forever in ways that are consequential. We are proud of the difference they have made here and grateful to you for entrusting your child to us. It is a tremendous privilege for me to convene the exercises of commencement for the classes of 2021.
Provost Mary Coffey and President Joyce Jacobson will now present, in the name of the Board of Trustees, the first candidate for an honorary degree.
It is my honor and pleasure to recognize the first of this year's honorary degree recipients. In awarding these degrees, the Board of Trustees affirms the values that stand at the core of these colleges: community service, leadership, and a commitment to academic excellence. By selecting distinguished individuals of demonstrated merit and accomplishment to be recognized by the conferring of honorary doctoral degrees, the Board of Trustees, through its Honors Committee, invites them into a special relationship with our colleges. These awards carry the full weight of the history, traditions, and ideals of Hobart and William Smith. They are given with care, with respect, and with an honest affection for those whose lives and deeds we are privileged to honor. I now present Mary L. Beer as candidate for the degree of Doctor of Science.
In March of 2020, Hobart and William Smith colleges were forced to suspend in-person education for the remainder of that spring semester as the COVID-19 virus swept through our nation. Many of us have lost loved ones as a result. All of us have been deeply affected. In the years since, we have turned again and again to the advice and leadership of our medical professionals, the people whose bravery and heroism are matched only by their compassion and resilience. Here in Geneva and on campus, we have relied on Mary Beer for guidance. Nearly every day, she has been in contact with someone on our campus, helping us make decisions that allowed the colleges to remain open throughout this academic year, and in fact, to be here today in person, celebrating the graduates of the classes of 2021. Mary Beer, you are a public health expert on the front lines during extraordinary times, demonstrating wisdom, grace, and indispensable leadership. You have worked tirelessly for safe and thriving communities, leading Ontario County Public Health since 2008, managing disease prevention, health education promotion, and community health protection for more than 100,000 residents, including Genevans and the Hobart and William Smith campus. A registered nurse with more than 40 years of experience, you have overseen Ontario County's COVID-19 response, implementing safety guidelines, investigating and containing outbreaks, and managing public communications. With decisive leadership and pragmatic planning, you have steered Ontario County residents through unprecedented challenges with clarity and courage. And so today, Mary Beer, with respect for your consequential career, and gratitude for your inspiring leadership throughout the pandemic, and with deep admiration for your relentless service on behalf of the health and wellness of all of us, it is my distinct pleasure, by the authority of the Board of Trustees, to bestow on you, Mary L. Beer, this degree, Doctor of Science, honoris causa, together with all privileges and obligations thereto pertaining.
I now present Christopher Lavin as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
In the history of Hobart and William Smith colleges, there are alumni who have so distinguished themselves through their actions and words that their every deed is a shining example of the values and principles of their alma mater. Christopher Lavin, you are such a person. With an inspiring vision of civic responsibility, you have rallied Geneva's resources, its leaders and institutions, community and capital, and directed them where they are needed most. In 2015, you returned to your beloved hometown of Geneva to head up the Community Center and the Boys and Girls Club. Under your leadership, these community cornerstones have expanded their scope to engage more and more residents with programs and initiatives focused on health, education, arts, and entertainment. In association with the college's Center for Community Engagement and Service Learning, you have overseen the formation of the HWS Geneva Corps, which today includes dozens of Hobart and William Smith tutors who mentor local students and propel the success of the Geneva 2030 initiative. When COVID-19 hit our community, you pivoted the Boys and Girls Club from after-school programming to ensuring that everyone in the Geneva community had access to food, serving thousands upon thousands of hot meals to families, often delivering them yourself. With foresight and compassion, you have been tenacious in this service, negotiating with farmers and grocery stores, HWS and Sodexo, to ensure that children and their families do not go hungry. Christopher Lavin, for your integrity and swift action in a time of crisis, for your responsive and imaginative leadership at an unprecedented moment in our history, for your mentorship of Geneva's children and the students of Hobart and William Smith, and for all you do each and every day to ensure that the people around you can achieve their fullest potential. It is my distinct pleasure, by the authority of the Board of Trustees, to bestow on you, Christopher S. Lavin, from the Hobart class of 1981, this degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, together with all the privileges and obligations thereto pertaining.
I now present Carla Hayden as the 42nd recipient of the Elizabeth Blackwell Award and as a candidate for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters. I invite the former chair of the Board of Trustees, Tom Bizzuto, to join President Jacobson to present the Elizabeth Blackwell Award.
It is now my privilege to present the Elizabeth Blackwell Award to Librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden, and to introduce her as our commencement speaker. The Blackwell Award is named in honor of Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, known worldwide as the first woman to receive her degree as a Doctor of Medicine and who graduated from Geneva Medical College, a precursor to Hobart and William Smith. The Elizabeth Blackwell Award is given by the colleges to a woman whose life exemplifies outstanding service to humanity. Previous recipients include Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen, founder of the Special Olympics Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and Nobel Prize recipient Wangari Maathai, among many others. Two aspects of Elizabeth Blackwell's own story guide the selection of honorees. First, Dr. Blackwell was a woman whose life opened doors to other women by conspicuous professional achievement in a previously male-dominated occupation. Second, Dr. Blackwell lived a life of service in which her talents and skills were offered to aid and benefit others. Recipients of the Elizabeth Blackwell Award, then, are women who have achieved and women who have served. Into these ranks today, we include you, Carla Hayden, as the 42nd recipient of the Elizabeth Blackwell Award, a woman who has achieved and a woman who has served. A trailblazing librarian, educator, and public servant, Carla Hayden, you are a powerful voice for literacy, increasing access to information and the opportunities that result from the simple act of reading. As the 14th Librarian of Congress and the first woman and first African American to lead our National Library, you hold a pivotal position in documenting, preserving, and proliferating the intellectual and creative life of the United States. No other living person is as committed as you are to ensuring that the multiplying benefits of literacy reach every community in our nation. You have led a distinguished career, championing literature as the fundamental vessel for capturing and inspiring the breadth of human experience and possibility. As president of the American Library Association, CEO of the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Baltimore, and deputy commissioner and chief librarian of the Chicago Public Library, you created programs and strategic plans to amplify libraries' community value and their impact on the vibrancy and character of our society. An outspoken advocate for young readers in particular, you are a role model who understands the power of books to reflect and to enlighten, to be, as you say, a mirror and a window. With passion and respect, vision and intelligence, you are a voice for the needs of the nation's reading public and for the ideals the library represents, that a diversity of ideas and viewpoints is the basis of a rich, equitable, and intellectually curious culture. Carla Hayden, for your remarkable professional accomplishments and exceptional dedication to serving the public, for your tireless efforts to promote and enhance a natural culture of literacy, for your belief in and devotion to the rights of citizens to learn broadly, deeply, and freely, for exemplary and groundbreaking leadership as the first woman and first African American to serve as Librarian of Congress, and for the powerful example that you set for all of our students today. Hobart and William Smith Colleges honor you with the Elizabeth Blackwell Award. And it is now my distinct pleasure, by the authority of the Board of Trustees, to bestow also on you, Carla D. Hayden, this degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, together with all privileges and obligations therefore pertaining. And now, to deliver the commencement address, Dr. Carla Hayden.
Thank you so much. President Jacobson, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this historic commencement ceremony. It is a special honor for me to be with the other awardees today. Mary Beard, please give her another round of applause. And Chris Lavin, who are leading lives of consequence and who are now my colleagues in working to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to have healthy and successful lives. But graduates, friends, and family, it is my greatest honor to be with you as you celebrate in person your achievement. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Go Herons and go Statesmen. And to the parents and grandparents, brothers and sisters, the family and friends who got you here, this is your day as well. Please, everyone, give them a hand. So graduates, hats off to the hard work and the perseverance that brought you here today. Yes, 4 years ago, on your first day of school, I know it was probably hard to imagine this day, and even harder during this last year, but you made it. And I know you all worked hard to reach this day, especially during this exceptional time. You are not only part of a long line of Hobart and Smith College graduates, some here today, like my good friends who are alumni and supporters of this great institution, Tom and Barbara Pizzuto, and others in the audience or even watching online as this commencement is streamed live. You are now part of a nationwide, even global class of graduates who spent their last year in the midst of a once-in-a-lifetime set of events. And you know them well. All of us here today know them. A series of events that made history and events that we've all lived through together. It is especially significant for me in this time of a medical emergency to receive the Elizabeth Blackwell Award. And as you know, she was another HWS graduate who made history in 1849 as the first woman to receive a medical degree in the Northern Hemisphere. And I must say that the list of the other remarkable Blackwell awardees who came before me is truly, truly humbling. Last year, we celebrated the centennial of the women's suffrage movement started in nearby Seneca Falls, and Elizabeth Blackwell's achievement provided inspiration for young women throughout the world. Yes, I am a librarian, and of course, I have Janice Namaro's recent groundbreaking biography, The Doctors Blackwell, How Two Pioneering Sisters Brought Medicine to Women and Women to Medicine. And what she does, though, is share some of the feeling of that historic graduation day in 1849, right here in Geneva. And I'll quote, "The day was full of sunshine." And I have to stop here and say, I didn't know if it was going to be sunny today. But, quote, "The day was full of sunshine as all of Geneva was trying to get a glimpse of the unprecedented event. An hour before the commencement exercises, the best seats were already taken by the very town's women who had been horrified at Elizabeth's arrival. Now they were eager to glimpse the lioness of the day. She was given her diploma, last and alone, a bit of choreography that had the happy side effect of highlighting her singular achievement. She had the undivided attention of every member of the audience. She had endured and graduated at the top of her class. And upon receiving her diploma, Elizabeth Blackwell said, 'By the help of the Most High, it shall be the effort of my life to shed honor upon this diploma.' And interestingly enough, the commencement speaker, Dr. Lee, included some of the same sentiments I want to share with you today at this historic commencement. You have learned how to learn and what to learn, how to observe and what to observe. Now, the work of actually learning and observing will begin. So let's fast forward to today, another historic day. We have all spent months on what I like to call a roller coaster. And in your last year and a half, you probably did have lots of twists and turns and even uncertainty, even with this ceremony. And it is wonderful that the class of 2020 will be able to experience an in-person ceremony in 2 weeks, and your two classes will be joined forever. Can we give that class a hand too? Now, it is widely acknowledged that the pandemic accelerated plans for the digital future. But these plans and this digital future is one that you are uniquely ready for and you can help shape. The phrase COVID as a catalyst has had resonance on campuses and institutions, government, and businesses. A catalyst for thinking about the nature of work, what is important in life, and how to help everyone move into that digital future with equity and dignity. A future not unlike what Elizabeth Blackwell predicted in the 1870s when she said, 100 years hence, women will not be what they are now. She also famously said, none of us can know what we are capable of until we are tested. This past year has been a test for all of us. And graduates, it's made you stronger and opened your eyes to opportunities and some surprise possibilities. Graduates, I have to also say, as you embark on your life after graduation, there will be, and despite the fatigue and the hard work and the reality of your journey that got you here today, some of your worst days might lie ahead. But what you have is an experience in perseverance. And you've proven that you can face challenges with determination and even grit. You now know, deep down, that change can come fast And what you know now and what you had planned, you might not get to use in the future. So today signifies another step in a journey of discovery, and the most important things that you've learned and gained are how to learn and persevere. When you were here at the colleges, you were students with a mission. You had definite goals and objectives, and you had recognition from the school and the professors about those missions. And everything in the school was tailored in advance to advance you in achieving your goals. And in fact, even during this challenging year, your President Jacobson was determined to make sure that you were safe and you had a meaningful experience. And I think we should give her a special round of applause for that. And so, you're going out, there's so many opportunities now out there, and they're opportunities that you can create. And I was fortunate, though, to have a conversation with one of your classmates, Kathleen Guerin, last night. And she was talking about facing the uncertainty of the future, and I was saying, yes, you are uniquely qualified going through this year. And I said something that she paused and said, thank you for saying that, and I'm going to share it with you. Be kind to those of us in leadership positions who are not digital natives like you are. You are shaping a future that many of us are unfamiliar with. And when you face and present your great ideas and you're showing us how we can move forward from these uncertain times using technology, using flexibility, know that the resistance that you might face is really not that your ideas aren't good or that something is wrong. It means you have to bring us along, and we want to be there with you. Because there are many, many predictions about what a post-pandemic world will be. And many of the predictions stress that people going into the world and the workforce will need to be people who can cope with uncertainty and see the possibilities that are often possible when there is unease. And this year, you have demonstrated your ability to do this, just that. You made it to this point at a time when people for decades will study this. In fact, Librarian again, several books have already been written about this period, and there are more to come. So, as you think about and close this chapter in your own history, there is still more to be written in your own book of life. And even though you might have a plan for the future for your professional careers, just know and remember that there are still plenty of opportunities for unforeseen twists and turns. In fact, one of your trustees, Michael Rawlings, is a perfect example of that. He shared that he majored in art history and then veered into engineering. And now he is the principal UX design architect at Disney. So, you might have a plan, but be open to possibilities because you are ready. Think of this degree as just another passport to opportunity. Your ticket to ride, and you'll have a few less obstacles. It's a ticket to let you decide where you want to go. And the fact that you are sitting here now at this juncture says that you want to be at the table and lead, and those are herons, I bet. Give them a hand. They're happy too. That you are here and you want to be at the table. And you and your family and friends have invested in your future, and I can assure you that the time and the treasure and the sweat to get here will be paid back tenfold. Now, Trustee Tom Basuto wondered last night, what will we remember after this unprecedented year? And we are all talking about it in books, but will it have any long-term effect? Well, I encourage you to remember the feelings of optimism and promise that you have today. You are not only being presented with a degree, but you are being now presented to the world. And as you know, and if you never, ever had a doubt, or you ever had a doubt before, you know that the world needs you. You are graduating in what has already been called one of the most significant inflection points in history. And even though you have missed out on some things this year, you have been part of something that is truly historic, a collective experience that will be something to look back on 50, 60, 100 years from now by historians like Janice Amaro. So now, graduates, you can make your own history with even more self-determination and faith in your abilities. Remember, this is your time, this is your history to be made, and part of your history took shape here. So always remember the values this institution instilled in each of you to lead a life of consequence. And this one value should help fuel your motivation and provide inspiration in the future. So I urge you to celebrate today and also to continue to take time, and we all realize the gift of time this year, for the people who are with you today, and remember those who are not. Continue to take time for yourself, your family, and your circle of friends, that support group, because doing this will make your journey into the future even more rewarding and meaningful, because the people who are with you and made it possible are the people who you will always remember and help you in the future. So, as I stand here at the colleges, a place that has embodied empowering both women and men, I send you best wishes and a quote from Susan B. Anthony. "The older I get, the great power I seem to have to help the world. I am like a snowball. The farther I am rolled, the more I gain." So graduates, be a snowball. Seize life and use your power. Congratulations, class of 2021. The world is waiting for you. So good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you so much, Carla. Craig Stein, the Chair of the Board of Trustees, will now present the Touching the Future Awards.
Thank you, President Jacobson, and good morning. It's great to be here on this beautiful day. The Touching the Future Award takes its name from the famous words of Krista McAuliffe, the first teacher selected to participate in the Space Shuttle program, who sadly died in the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. McAuliffe expressed the sentiments of many teachers when she said, "I touch the future, I teach." In 2004, the Board of Trustees, with the encouragement of Roy Dexheimer, established the Touching the Future Award to celebrate and honor the educators from elementary, middle, and high school who have had an impact on our current graduates. From the essays that were submitted by our seniors, 3 distinguished educators have been selected. Although they cannot be here with us because of COVID-19 protocols, let us recognize them. Laura Burrell Baxter, Director of College Advising at the Key School in Annapolis, Maryland, was nominated by Edith Falk. David Trejo, Principal of Environmental Charter Middle School in Gardena, California, was nominated by Robert Padilla. Megan Wright, High School English teacher at Alexander Central School District in Alexander, New York, was nominated by Joshua Hilkema. Thank you. Laura Burrell-Baxter, Dave Trejo, and Megan Wright for your important work as educators, mentors, and leaders, and for embodying the mission of the colleges in leading lives of consequence. Hobart and William Smith proudly honor you with the 2021 Touching the Future Award.
Seniors Sarah Berman and Jackson LaShore have been chosen to offer their reflections on this important moment in their lives. So may I introduce Sarah and Jack.
This year, as an admissions office senior intern, I was responsible for interviewing prospective Hobart and William Smith students. This was an interesting position for me to be in because I was also in the process of being interviewed for jobs in graduate school programs myself. One question that I would always ask is, can you tell me about a time when something didn't go your way? Immediately, the high school senior's facial expression would go blank, and I could feel the student's anxiety through my computer screen on Zoom. This wasn't meant to be a trick question, and to be quite honest, I thought it was something simple to answer given the year that we've been going through. If this question was posed to me during an interview, I could offer a menu of responses to the interviewer. Did this person want to hear about the time that I was abruptly sent home from studying abroad? The time my dream summer internship was canceled? Or perhaps the time when my senior year swim season just disappeared? I think you get the point here. The feeling of things not going our way is something that I know we can all relate to. However, despite all of the cancellations and disappointments, we're all sitting here in person wearing caps and gowns about to receive a diploma commemorating so many years of hard work. Somehow, in one way or another, it all worked out in the end, which is a testament to our flexibility and adaptability. It's no secret that graduating college is a huge accomplishment, but if you include the classes of 2020, we're only the second class in more than 100 years to do so during a pandemic. Now that is an exclusive club. We should feel so proud to be here today after overcoming many, many challenges. This year, one of my personal challenges was the lack of ability to plan. For endless months, everything was up in the air, and plans were crumbling faster than a saga cookie. I slowly came to terms with the fact that just having a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C was no longer possible. And, like many of you, I had to resort to throwing darts at every possibility when it came time for future planning. It felt like my world was being set on fire. I had to figure out a new plan, and I did, and it all worked out. Whether you know exactly what you're doing tomorrow, or if you're waiting for the sun to rise and just figure it out, don't let the uncertainty in the world discourage you. As a writing and rhetoric major, I like to look at the world in terms of writing. Instead of thinking of life as a plan that needs to go in sequential order, I now think of life as a rough draft constantly being revised. Through making changes, whether big or small, sometimes things turn out exactly how you thought, and other times you successfully end up somewhere different. It's okay to have a plan, but remember to be flexible about what happens, because if you're sitting here right now preparing to receive a diploma, you know that everything will work out in the end. So if you're ever in an interview and you're asked, "Can you tell me about a time when something didn't go your way?" Embrace what you've been through and demonstrate how you learned to be flexible and adaptable. I think that most will agree that pandemic graduates will have a sense of resiliency that most people cannot relate to. We know how to turn our disappointments into triumphs and how to keep reminding ourselves that everything will work out in the end. Thank you.
Ask any graduate questions about their future, and you might get an overwhelming amount of "I don't knows" in return. Questions like, "Are you ready to graduate? What's next for you? And where will you go?" What's been hard for me recently is how they add up to this deeper question: who are you? They surround us from all angles, and no matter how tired we are of hearing them, we can't help but look in the mirror and ask them to ourselves. Where will I go? What will I do? Who am I and who will I be? There's another question for us to consider. Where are we? Not literally, as in Geneva, where our seasons are prepping for winter, barely making it through winter, and then spring, just an extension of winter with some sunshine and mud. I mean metaphorically, where are we? It's like Season 3, Episode 4B of the greatest show ever made, SpongeBob SquarePants. In this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick bought a TV, only to throw the TV away and keep the box instead. They sat inside it and played for hours, going on extraordinary mountain climbing adventures, treasure hunts, and space launches, using just one thing. I think you might know what I'm talking about. Their imagination. Our linear educations have led us right to this moment. It's a freedom new to many of us, and with it, we're being granted a similar opportunity as the one SpongeBob and Patrick had within that box. Only this time, it's our turn to create the stories. So much wisdom from a sea sponge and a starfish. We should remember that our stories don't need to be perfect, and neither do we, even if sometimes it can feel that way. I want to echo the words of Professor Freeman in the sociology department. We were talking one day before class about the idea of perfection and what it means to constantly strive for it. She said this: "Perfect is just something we reach for, but can't actually grasp. Something we try to define, but always define it in reference to someone else. And something that stops us from growing because we're too distracted on growing towards something. It's okay to think we need to be perfect, to have all our next steps, our futures, and our identities completely figured out. But we don't need to. We don't, and we can't. Part of life means when you think you do have it all figured out. A random thought, an unexpected person, or a global pandemic will come right around to upend everything. No matter the individual, communal, or societal issue or uncertainty, it seems like the best thing we can do is listen to Dory, a wise blue fish who once said, "Just keep swimming." Imagine we're at the edge of a pool. the water representing our uncertain futures. Imagine there are lights shining down on each of us. Now imagine redirecting those lights so they don't shine on us, but around us. We'll notice people to the left, to the right, in front and behind us, all standing at that same edge, together. The same people that held flashlights in the air, illuminating the classes of 2021 on McCooey Field 4 incredibly short years ago. We are not alone. We are not new to standing at the edge of amazing opportunities, feeling hesitant to make the jump. And we are not required to have everything figured out before jumping in. We are human. We are courageous. And we are light. The more we jump, the more we illuminate the uncertainty. The uncertainty in our own lives, in the lives of others, and in the world, hopefully over time, revealing the answers to the questions we seek most. Where will we go? What will we do? Who will we be? Let's embrace our futures with the understanding that in the face of uncertainty, the only thing we need is the courage to be ourselves. Thank you.
Provost Mary Coffey will now present candidates for the Master of Arts degrees, and the President will confer those degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts of Teaching at Hobart and William Smith Colleges please rise and remain standing? I have the honor, President Jacobson, to present for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching, with honors and praises to be mentioned, the candidates now standing before you who have completed the requirements accepted by the faculty for that degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Master of Arts in Teaching of Hobart and William Smith Colleges and admit you to the community of its graduates with all the rights and privileges therefore pertaining.
The Dean of Hobart College, Scott Brophy, and the Dean of William Smith College, Lisa Kenzig, will now present candidates for degrees, and the President will confer those degrees.
You can sit down.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please rise and remain standing? I have the honor, President Jacobson, to present for the degree Bachelor of Science, with honors and praises to be mentioned, the candidates now standing before you who have completed the requirements accepted by the faculty for that degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science of Hobart and William Smith Colleges and admit you to the community of its graduates with all the rights and privileges thereto retaining.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise and remain standing? I have the honor, President Jacobson, to present for the degree Bachelor of Arts, with honors and praises to be mentioned, the candidates now standing before you who have completed the requirements accepted by the faculty for that degree.
By the authority delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts of Hobart and William Smith Colleges and admit you to the community of its graduates with all the rights and privileges thereto pertaining.
President Jacobson, the Hobart and William Smith students for their Master of Arts in Teaching will now come forward to receive their diplomas.
Okay.
Claire Hallie Abelson. Gavin Joseph Flood. Sophie Maya Kaufman. Sarah Margaret Linsner. Colleen Brady McGowan. Hugh Nicholas McKenney. Caitlin Began Murphy. Shannon Carey Murphy. Sophie Parker Ritter. And in absentia, Brandy Reed Taylor.
President Jacobson, the Hobart and William Smith students will now come forward to receive their diplomas.
Amanda Collier Adams.
Not there. Page is missing.
James Francis Adams cum laude.
What page is gone?
Jonas Stephen Adams cum laude with honors in sociology.
Sorry.
Julia Louise Adams magna cum laude. Madia Ahmed.
Ethan Bayless Albrecht.
Jennifer Alonia. Leilani Denise Anderson.
Walker Shulkin Anderson, summa cum laude, with honors in history and religious studies.
Ren Grace Andrews, summa cum laude, with honors in the individual major. Oliver Anson, magna cum laude.
Joseph Angelo Ansaldo.
Bjorn Antel, magna cum laude. Rachel Antonucci, cum laude. Tolupe Aronson, magna cum laude. Grace Lillian Archer.
Ryan Archer.
Ellen Arena. Jeremy Atwater. Noah Ball, magna cum laude.
Jackson Corey Bainey. Edward Harrison Burns Barfield.
John Hannon Barron.
Michael James Baruti.
Jessica Bartels.
George Nicholas Bauer.
Anita Baum. Adrian Bayless Mar, cum laude.
Eli Harris Becker.
Nicole Olivia Benediction. Daphne Benjua, summa cum laude. Hannah Benjua, magna cum laude. Callie Victoria Bennett, cum laude.
Jake David Bergman.
Sarah Ivana Berman, summa cum laude, with honors in writing and rhetoric. Faith Takia Bay. Alec J. Begon. Morgan Belichek, in absentia. Abigail Rose Billingsley.
Ethan Frederick Black Fernandez. Clifford Charles Blanchard, summa cum laude. Julian Boland, magna cum laude.
Vanessa Sophia Bonanno, magna cum laude.
Eric Carson Bonewald, cum laude. Isaiah Shaheem Boone.
Anaya Deborah Borges. John Patrick Boudreau.
Caleb M. Boyle, cum laude. Christopher Douglas Bracco, cum laude.
Chloe Brown.
Dylan Alexander Brown.
Emily Cheng Lee Brown. Nicholas Bennett Brown.
Darius Brummel, cum laude.
Juliana Bruno, summa cum laude. Amelia Joan Brush, cum laude. Caroline Bryceland, cum laude. Karen Bolness Aramburu. Casey Birdie.
Peter Lawrence Burke.
Eleanor Burns, cum laude. Mallory Ann Burrell, summa cum laude with honors in art history. Angela Rose Busoni, magna cum laude. Kaloyan Emilov Bianlov. Alexander Calder. Alyssa Marie Cupano, summa cum laude.
Dylan Thomas Carey.
Marie Charlotte Carew, magna cum laude. Kevin G. Cervantes, cum laude.
Colby Elmore Chase.
Su Yen Chen, in absentia. Joe Chen, cum laude.
Matthew Chernock.
Pearson Axel Churchill. Chris Cersina, cum laude. Alice Clements, cum laude.
Hang on one second, please. John Joseph Colantino IV.
Lexi Christine Colella, magna cum laude. Diana Marie Colpoys, cum laude.
Stephen Kent Combs, in absentia.
Jacqueline Francine Cook.
Nathan Thomas Cooley. Colton Burke Corriveau. Nicholas Gerald Cosgrove. Matthew E. Costello. Cade Cotter. Oscar Coulter.
Sophie Nikita Craig.
Liam John Cranley, with honors in the individual major. Peter Julius Critchlow.
Abigail Marie Crittenden, magna cum laude. Jillian Mia Crosetta, summa cum laude, with honors in English. Aman Jamani Cumberbatch, magna cum laude. Madeline Cunningham. Nathan Sopransky. Riley Dialba.
Guilford Patrick Daly. John Daly.
Stephen Elijah D'Alterio, cum laude. Caroline Kathleen Darcy, summa cum laude. Bridget Doherty Costa, cum laude. Kate McHugh Davis.
Ryan Daniel Deering.
Alexandra Nicole DQ, cum laude. Olivia Delasici.
Robert Dempsey.
Lucy Denton, magna cum laude.
William Wetlofer Derrick II.
Shreya Sudhanshu Desai, cum laude. Mariah Schuyler Deschino.
Michael Jeffrey Devaney.
Jana DeVita, cum laude. Alexandra Sophia DeVito. Nadine Sarah Dichter.
Chase Sebastian DiMicheli in absentia.
Stravula Anastasia Dimitri Capullo. Bailey DeSanto, summa cum laude. Alessa Josephine Dixie. Margaret Scott Dolan in absentia. Connor James Donatio. Meredith Davies Dorman. Willa Emma Pierce Dow, cum laude. Catherine L. Janachak, summa cum laude. Shannon Eileen Drew, summa cum laude. Maxwell David Dedukovich, magna cum laude. Henry Dewar. Alicia Jean Dumont. Peter Nevius Durgan.
Albright Rowan Dworka, magna cum laude. Michael Joseph Ely.
Molly Egan.
Quinn Robert Amy, cum laude.
Marlendi Elise. Rihanna Emmeline in absentia. Charlotte Ann Engebrecht. Olivia Blanche Engebrecht. Edith Rose Falk, summa cum laude. Emma Catherine Falkenstein, summa cum laude, with honors in anthropology. Hannah Alice Ferrer, magna cum laude, with honors in studio art.
Michael Peter Faulkner. Jack Michael Fell.
David Hanford Feller, magna cum laude. Madeline Ferguson. Madison Maureen Philcorn, magna cum laude. Leah Phillick, cum laude. Emily Frances Finnegan, summa cum laude, with honors in environmental studies. Carly Fisher. Tiana Mayer Fischler, with honors in English. Lindsay Erin Fleischer, magna cum laude. Harry Fletcher III. Courtney Flynn, summa cum laude.
Emmett Joseph Ford. Ian O'Connor Frackleton, in absentia.
Juliana Emily Curran Frank, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Alice Frary, magna cum laude.
Dominic Christopher Fronsalia.
Kaylin Hope Garber, magna cum laude, in absentia. Kathleen Herlihy Gearin, cum laude. Kaylin Kennedy Gensler, magna cum laude. Julia George.
Michael Joseph Giacobbe.
Addison Brooks Gilbard, in absentia.
Parker Brooks Goldman.
Britta Gonkaroffs, in absentia. Samantha Susan Goodman, magna cum laude, with honors in writing and rhetoric.
Taylor David Goodwin. Brendan Barron Goustray. Stephen Elisha Graham.
Tiffany Green. Meredith Grimes, cum laude.
Christopher Joseph Gertler.
Gabriela Guevara.
Kyle Thomas Hackett, magna cum laude.
Lauren Elizabeth Haggerty. McKenna Ray Hambley, cum laude.
Thomas Carey Hamra.
Samantha Hamer, magna cum laude. Emma Spearing Hardy, summa cum laude. Jessica Harry Prasad.
John Raymond Harper.
Maxwell William Harris, summa cum laude.
Timothy Charles Harris. Wyatt Charles Hathaway.
Emmy Isabel Hauk, cum laude.
Thomas Hayes, cum laude.
Caroline Healy. Dante Alexander Herrera.
David Birch Hewitt, in absentia.
Mirabelle Gwen Hickman, magna cum laude. Jobed Hilaire. Marilyn Hemphill Hinrichs.
Braden Donald Hobart.
Grace Elizabeth Hoffend, cum laude.
Brian Thomas Hoffman, cum laude.
Olivia Rose Hoffman, magna cum laude. Ryan Thomas Hogan, in absentia. Alice Holliker, cum laude. Kaylee Ann Holmes. Delaney Maureen Hudak, magna cum laude.
Randall Cher Hooper. Matthew Thomas Horgan.
Mackenzie Joan Howie, cum laude. Sydney Brianne Hummel, cum laude. Susan Hurwitz, cum laude. Joshua Hilkema, magna cum laude. Catherine Taft Hines. Emma Rachel Ibbotson, magna cum laude. Hanan Zakaria Isa.
Maxfield Jackson.
Lindsay Jameson. Isabel Roxanne Jepson, magna cum laude. Shelby Johnson, magna cum laude. Allison Elizabeth May Jordan, magna cum laude. Claire Sita Joshi, summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. Jade Amber Rose Josiah. Esme Anna Juros. Victoria Lorraine Cada. Lauren Elizabeth Kaufman. Kenza Kebdani Loweir.
Matthew Clothier Kellett.
Caroline Kelly, magna cum laude with honors in anthropology. Emma Catherine Kelly, summa cum laude. Juliana Kennedy, magna cum laude. Gabriella Anastasia Kenny. Julia Carolyn Keogh, magna cum laude. Teresa Capes, cum laude. Yaroslav Kessler. Bethany Karazi, magna cum laude, in absentia. Catherine Keeley. Noah Thomas Kilmer, cum laude. Olivia Jane King, summa cum laude.
Peter Kniffen.
Alexandria Sophia Nipper, cum laude. Dana Nicole Kornfeld. Susan Angela Kowalski.
Christopher John Crowell, Jr. Alexander K. Kraus, magna cum laude.
Margaret Krupinski.
Kevin James Kruszewski.
Katie Kumta, cum laude. Margaret LaChance. Sarah Elizabeth LaFerrera, summa cum laude. Trevor Vaughn Lang. Carling Diana Landesh.
Alexander Buchanan Lanzana.
Grace Alexandra Larson, magna cum laude.
Quinn Reynolds Lawton.
Bridget Catherine Lawless, cum laude. Jane Ann Lawrence. Delia Catherine Lawver, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Kennedy Leahy. Fleur Lennox.
Robert Lenhart III. Daniel Richard Lurch.
Lindsay Miller Lesniak, cum laude. Jackson Whitney LaShure, summa cum laude.
Michael Edward Lavalle, in absentia. Parkman Homer Levis,
Summa cum laude.
summa cum laude.
Sarah Ann Lewicki, cum laude. Kyla Lichten. Venice Chen-Si Lin. Kai-Fi Lin, in absentia. Yi Chen Lin, in absentia. Zhen Yu Lin. Nguyen Phan Van Lin, summa cum laude, in absentia. Gabrielle Elise Linscott, magna cum laude, with honors in geoscience. Kayla Laziski, summa cum laude.
Edward Everett Locke. Andrew Edward Longo. Andres Isau Lopez.
Emily Elizabeth Lorimer. Chloe Ryan Louthen Green, magna cum laude. Alexandra Leah Lowe, summa cum laude.
Kyle R. Lynch. Ryan W. Lynch.
Thompson Lynch, magna cum laude, with honors in dance and movement studies, in absentia. Madison Joan Lyons. Sophia Rose Macaluso, magna cum laude.
Alexander James McCauley.
Catherine Rose Mandrano, magna cum laude.
Kyle Davis Mangold.
Sadie Elizabeth Mapstone, summa cum laude. Gianella Marciniak, magna cum laude. Alexandra Raquel Maris. Charlotte Ann Marinin.
Davis John Martinelli.
Alexis Noelani Martinez. Brianna Malia Martinez. Mayalyn Martinez, summa cum laude, with honors in art history.
Daniel M. Messino, summa cum laude. Samuel David Mason. Ethan Massat, cum laude.
Morgan Diane Matthews.
Matthew Robert Maute.
Anna Maria Mazaragos in absentia. Mara Elizabeth McCarthy.
Nicholas Jerome McCarthy, magna cum laude. Garrett William McGowan, summa cum laude.
Megan Rose McKenna.
Patrick Alexander Stone McMillan, cum laude, with honors in geoscience.
Sheila Ann McQuillan. Shayla Meehan, cum laude. Rachel Nicole Meller, cum laude. Taylor Yates Melton.
Hunter Ezra Meyer Hanover. Alexander Ryan Milliken.
Julia Elizabeth Mings. Giselle Miranda. April Eden Moffett. Michaela Marin Montgomery, magna cum laude. Eves F. Montesol.
Liam Joseph Moore. Aiden C. Morgan.
Audrey Kate Morin. Jabbar Morris.
William Fitzgerald Moss. Thomas Edward Mott. Ryan John Mulhern.
Cameron Eliza Molpagano. Anna Elizabeth Murphy, cum laude.
Owen Daniel Murphy. Noah Goodyear Murray.
Danielle Alexis Namey, cum laude. Matthew Christopher Nardone, summa cum laude, with honors in music. Julia Marie Natoli, summa cum laude. Catherine Joy Neff. Morgan Nellis, cum laude. Samantha Ross Nelson, cum laude.
Louis Casala Newman.
Caitlin Victoria Wynn, cum laude. Callie Hannah Noonan, cum laude. Molly Cynthia Norton. Lexi J. Notke, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Davis Novak. Emily Shea O'Brien, summa cum laude. Claudia Marie O'Connell. Claire Shea O'Connor. Finn Oswald, magna cum laude. Sarah Ott. Lila Auersler, cum laude. Robert Isaiah Padilla. Allison Lorraine Palmer, cum laude. Tiffany Catherine Pan, in absentia. Isabella Pardalis, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Joseph Paris.
Connor Perro, summa cum laude.
Russell Paul Payne, summa cum laude. Vivian Mara Pierce. George Louis Pector. Catherine Lynn Perkowski, magna cum laude. Julia Maeve Perkins. Jonathan Lloyd Phillips. David Walker Piquet. Zane James Piedmont Lang. Tyler Roland Pearson. Genevieve Patrzinski, magna cum laude. Jeremy Pizzo. Audrey Grace Rankin Platt.
Colby Elise Poerio.
Jack Polentis, cum laude with honors in geoscience. Stephen Harry Ponticello, cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Powers. David Benjamin Kuntz Pratt. Meg Quint, summa cum laude. Alexis Corinne Rachiopa, summa cum laude. Ashfaqor Rahman. Nicola Umberto Ramos. David Michael Rainey, summa cum laude. Christopher Martin Ray. Christopher Thomas Reed. Allison Joan Reagan. Peter Joseph Reagan. Mariah Elizabeth Ranke, magna cum laude. Julia Ricciarelli, cum laude, with honors in economics. Emily Grace Rich, cum laude.
Courtney Michelle Riffle, cum laude, in absentia. Amanda Margaret Riggy.
Ryan James Riggy. Ashley Page Rivet. Lorena Robello Lara. Alec Christopher Robitaille, magna cum laude, with honors in biochemistry. Noah Roach. Lauren May Rolfs. Hannah Jordan Rolfe.
Megan Dabrowski Rooney, cum laude.
Emma C. Rosser, cum laude. Michael Edward Rossiter. Ryan Gerard Rossiter. Brittany May Rowell. Olivia Roland, summa cum laude, with honors in writing and rhetoric. Zachary Martin Rudolph. Shannon Rose Russo. Daniel Emmett Ryan, cum laude. Hannah Aldrich Saylor, magna cum laude, with honors in writing and rhetoric. Samuel Sanjust. Thomas Salamida. Philip E. Satin. Travis Israel Schneider, summa cum laude, with honors in psychological science. Andrew William Schrader, cum laude. Thomas John Schultz, magna cum laude. Catherine Mead Scully, cum laude.
Cameron M. Seidel. Julia Haley Sarin, in absentia.
Sophia Elizabeth Shaw, cum laude. Wiley Garrett Sherman. Carly Evan Shiver, summa cum laude. Jean-Luc Shaka.
Isabella Christine Sedal, cum laude.
William Miles Webster Silverman. Ferdy Simmons Barrientos. Richard Andrew Slifka. Amelia Thornton Smith, magna cum laude. Colin Philip Smith. Fair W. Smith, magna cum laude. Nicole Allaire Spada. Jamal Kawar Spear.
Samantha Rose Spear.
Harrison Bradford Spencer. Owen Donald Speth, cum laude. Mitchell Joseph Spring, summa cum laude. Orson R. Spruill with honors in music. Luke Michael Stapleton, cum laude with honors in writing and rhetoric. Sarah Mercedes Starks, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Stewart. Carissa St. Germain, magna cum laude. Olivia J. Stein. Nicholas Michael Stone, summa cum laude. Calvin Edward Sullivan. Julian Gabrielle Sy. Bridget Hurley Sykes. Taylor Michelle Zacco.
Magna cum laude. Magna cum laude.
Magna cum laude. Kaisha Jean Tallarico. Robert W. Tasker, magna cum laude. Zachariah Tate. Jack Philip Tataronis. Yalamwork Tafera. Emily Temple. William Guy Thomas. William Francis Thompson. Olivia Isabella Torres Fields. Alyssa Marie Travers. Spencer Charles Treader, cum laude. James L. Truly III. Paul James Zacris. My bad. Adam Tucson. Quinn Rewe Taylor Udi.
Magna.
Magna cum laude. Chila Uria Velez, cum laude. Colin Yuri, magna cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Draddy Van Gaver, magna cum laude. Olivia Ruth Varner, magna cum laude. Kels Vider, magna cum laude. Ruby Wilhelmina Sheen Verbitsky, cum laude. Lelaine Verhara. Victoria Vincelet. Bartolomeo Paul Voto, summa cum laude. Margaret Olivia Wagner, summa cum laude. Kyle Liam Walsh.
Julia Grace Walters, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Hui Wan.
Mary Regina Warner, summa cum laude.
Olivia Marie Weiler, cum laude. Allison Judith Weiss, summa cum laude. Taryn Colleen Wenberg. Thomas Christopher Went, Jr., cum laude. Riley Catherine Wernock. Brittany Chantel Watts, in absentia. Andrew James Wheeler. Connor James White. Connor W. White, in absentia. Josiah Harrison Whitney. Olivia Ann Wibble. Breda Marie Alexandra Whittam. Juan Vidojkovic. Emma Lee Wilbur, cum laude.
Kelsey Williams.
Olivia Genevieve Williams, summa cum laude. Taylor Ayana Williams, cum laude. Megan L. Wilmot. Matthew Titus Henry Wilson.
Jillian Rebecca Wynn. Zhao Yo Wu.
Got it. Urgisa Juvelli.
Rachel Marie Yackel, summa cum laude.
Tyler Jason Yanko, cum laude. Jennifer Lawrence Yudsnikis. Cum laude. Runjun Zhang, magna cum laude with honors in psychological science. Wanlu Zhang.
In absentia.
Julie Zhao, in absentia.
And Julian Boland, summa cum laude. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, so to the classes of 2021, hello again. I last addressed you about an hour ago when I convened this gathering, back before you just came up here to receive your diplomas. And now that you've made it through most of this commencement ceremony, I am in the enviable role of being the last to congratulate you officially. And my speech is also the last big obstacle between you and lunch. But I'm going to ask your forbearance for another 9 minutes, so you guys have to just stand there a little longer, while we look back together on what just transpired, as in the last 4 years of our lives. Well, I don't know about you all, but I certainly learned a lot these past few years. That was especially true about the last 2 years, much of which we spent together, and especially true in the last 14 months, much of what we spent together, not so much in physical space as in Zoom space. A friend of mine, who is also a college president, likes to say to his students, if these turn out to be the best 4 years of your life, we've failed you. Now, given that the last 14 months have set a pretty low bar, I can almost guarantee that's not going to happen in your case. So what did we all learn? Well, at the beginning of this academic year, I declared it would be the year of engagement. That was not just meant to be ironic, given that we were going to be facing big challenges of how to conduct a residential educational experience during a pandemic in which we were discouraged from being within shouting distance of each other, but rather was to set a goal for myself and other staff members for this year to create a greater sense of engagement for all those in the HWS community regarding campus, national, and world events. Perversely, moving to the Zoom world actually made some aspects of engagement easier, such as reaching out to our worldwide community of alumni, parents, and friends, and making it possible for your family to see you during more campus events without actually having to come to campus. Now, on campus, the shared experiences of living through a challenging year, including the national election season, in which we all brushed up on high school civics topics like how the Electoral College works, and learning enough about pandemic management for us all to get doctoral degrees in epidemiology, may not have always felt like fun engagement, but was oddly engaging nonetheless. The collective experience of living through this period has hopefully taught us more about how much we have in common and how much we have to rely on each other in order to make it through difficult times. There were many points during the year where we called for both individual and collective responsibility in keeping each other safe. And sometimes, actually often, the individual came into conflict with the collective, and we had to learn how to navigate those conflicts. The tension between individual and collective behavior carries over beyond the current period and will be there throughout our lives. It is always a challenge to build community and to hold it firm through all types of weather, real and metaphorical. When we build community, when we construct community, we build community constructed from a set of individuals, and the whole can be stronger than its parts. But a community's strength still derives from the tenacity, dedication, and sheer willpower of its individuals. Think about how different your time here would have been if it hadn't been for our chief photographer, Kevin Colton. Kevin shows up at events large and small. He directs traffic, he trains people how to smile for the camera, even through your masks, and memorializes all the important moments that occur on this campus. The photographic record of your time here at HWS is almost unparalleled in terms of both quality and quantity because of Kevin. If Kevin or one of his assistants isn't at an event, did the event even happen? During your years here, all of you have spent quality time with one or more of the Hobart and William Smith College deans. One of the first people I met when I arrived here was Lisa Kenzig. Lisa is invariably on, in the moment, and always attentive to the needs of others, whether a student or another staff member. Lisa was joking last week that I must think she is a crier because she cried, I think from pure relief that the ceremony was happening at the last 6 ceremonies we took part in together. But mostly, I don't feel like it is a ceremony unless Lisa is there, whether crying or not. Now, I know that you have all interacted with Brandon Barilli because, let's hear it for Brandon. Because Brandon has, on some days pretty much single-handedly, been administering our COVID testing program all year long. If someone had told Brandon when they were studying for their doctoral degree that this was going to lead them to a job in which they would get to hand people nose swabs hour after hour for days on end, no doubt Brandon would have run screaming from the room right then and there. But when faced with the reality of needing to keep our campus safe, Brandon did what needed to be done, stepped up to the task at hand, and did it with an ever-smiling countenance. We are all here today because of what Brandon did, day after day this year. Another person who seems to be everywhere at all times is Khurram Hussain. In your years here, right, Khurram? Let's hear it for Khurram. In your years here, he has held and still holds multiple roles. He's a professor of education. He's the Hobart College Dean. He's our first vice president for diversity, equity, and inclusion. This year, it did not seem like a Zoom session unless Khurram was on it, sometimes leading the discussion, sometimes lending his gravitas without speaking, but always inspirational. And then there's Shirley Hansen, generally just known as Shirley, because her fame, let's hear it for Shirley. Generally just known as Shirley, because her fame is of the level of those who need but one name, like Adele, Beyonce, and Bono. Shirley is already one with us, as she was declared an honorary member of the class of 2013 and an honorary member of the class of 2018. Shirley will probably rack up a few more honorary class years before she retires, and it wouldn't seem like saga without Shirley. Kevin, Lisa, Brandon, Khurram, Shirley, they are the glue. They are our glue. They held this community together through good times and through bad, but especially through bad. I mentioned 5 people by name here today, who most of you know, but there are many other people at HWS, many of them here today, each of whom has had at least a big impact on one or more of you. Faculty members, coaches, classmates, friends, people you took transformative classes from and sought advice from, people who helped you when you were down, when you needed a hand. I know you, the class of 2021, picked your own group of 5, your set of Hobart and William Smith honorary class members, including Brandon Barilli, along with Catherine Coles, Rob Flowers, Craig Talmadge, and John Young. Hand for them, please. They were and are the glue. We can all be glue. We are all glue-worthy. Mary Beer is glue. Chris Lavin is glue. And Carla Hayden is superstar glue, super glue. So I said we were going to look back together on your college careers, but actually what I really want to do is look forward, because the real point of the last 4 years was to prepare you for the next 86 years. I used 86 as the outer bound because our current oldest alum is Alta Boyer, class of 1936, going on 107 years old. And I figured there are good odds, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah, and for that. I figured there are good odds that at least one of you will last at least that long as well. So that preparation wasn't just about your coursework and your majors and your minors, although that is the shorthand in which we often explicate our college careers when others ask about them. It was about how to live with a bunch of other people that you mostly didn't know before you arrived here. It was about how to make lifelong friends with some of those people, the people that you will carry with you the rest of your life and who will remember you when you were as you are now. And it was about how to interact with a whole range of people in a whole range of different ways on a whole range of topics, and to learn over that period, increasingly, how to make those interactions work for all parties concerned. You were learning more about how to be glue, too. So my gentle exhortation to you today is, go forth and be the glue. Pay it forward by providing your glue to other communities to help hold them together. Dice Bios Psyche, our mottos. Learn life soul. As you go through and about your lives, remember us, your HWS community, and be the glue.
Now, as we come to the end of this commencement ceremony, let us recognize something, that we are not beginning to end, but rather we are ending the beginning. And so I say, oh, happy day. And let us take a minute now to cherish the sacredness of this moment in time, which is the beginning of infinite possibilities. May the infinite source of love bless you with the presence of peace. Bless you with grace to guide you. Our time at Hobart and William Smith colleges has taught us to be together when physically separated. And so we pray that we hold the lessons learned within our hearts, ways to be in community, ways to face the unexpected, ways to care, ways to share, and to uncover who we are as those bound on a common journey of learning and life. We give thanks for the community gathered here today, family, friends, faculty, staff, and most of all, for the blessings of our graduating class that they have brought to us in celebration of new beginnings. And now, may the classes of 2021 take pleasure in the song gifted to each of you. And may you lift your voices not because you are asked to sing, but simply because the song is present in your souls, waiting to be released. Bless these songs of adventure, of compassion, of wisdom, and of transformation that will usher in the vision and carry you forth into the future. And may the song of each graduate know that although each song is unique, you are never, never alone. For you are part of the chorus of life, life nurtured here at Hobart and William Smith colleges. And each and every one of you are songs of life and love that will always be part of this space that you will call home. And most of all, may these songs ride on the wings of love, giving you strength and endurance for the journey ahead. For love has seen us through, and nothing will ever separate you from this love, and love will see us home. Amen.
We ask that all guests remain seated until the recession of the platform party and until the faculty and graduates have exited the quad. Leading the recession of our newest graduates and representing the alumni and alumnae associations are Chevy Devaney, class of 1995, parent 2021, Director of Alumni and Alumni Relations, and Jared Whedon, class of 1991, and Associate Vice President for Advancement. Graduates, because of COVID-19, it is against the guidelines of the state of New York to toss your motorboards in the air. I have to say that. The 196th commencement of Hobart College and the 110th commencement of William Smith College are now closed.